We're all here to make a choice between the past and the future. Have you ever had that feeling once upon a time where you wanted to quit your job? 2007, it was a Saturday, and I remember it was like yesterday. I was getting ready, I got up, and what I normally do in the morning, I have a shower. I wash my hair, I still do with shampoo, and normally polish my head afterwards, and then have my cup of coffee, and I get ready. Like any other ordinary day, it was awesome. I was feeling good. So I got into my car, had my lunch already packed, and there I was, open that door from my sexy white Kia Rio. Well, opened it up, got in the car, and drove off. I lived in Swan View, and I was on my way to my first job, which I had here in WA, the leisure centre here in Fremantle. I drove 90 and listened to the radio, 94.5, that maybe gives you my age. Listened, revving it up, looked at the sky, and it was blue as always. Not even a cloud. I was feeling good. And I do invite you now, right now, though it's a little car, come on, get into my car. There's still plenty of room. Get into the back seats. While I was driving, I was feeling good. And it was like any other day, but it wasn't. Because now when you look at my shirt, for the first time, I had duty manager on it. And I was going to do my first shift as a team leader, as an operator. I was waiting for that moment, and I was pumped. I was going good. It was great. So we're off, arrived, and there was greeted, because I did the late shift, I was greeted by my guru, James, who taught me the tricks of the trade. I think he still works at Fremantle Leisure Centre. He is and was my guru. He taught me everything, what I knew and I needed to know. There I was. And he says, when he took her and had the handover, "You've got this." And I said, "I've got this." Everything went smooth. Perfect day. 2 hours went by. I had this call from one of my team members. "Are you there, TG?" I said, "Yeah." "I see a bit of smoke there behind the bushes. Can you take care of that?" "Of course, I've got this." Went over, saw it, I could smell it, I could see it, and when I got a little closer, it smelled like somebody smoked. Obviously not just the smoke, that smoke of weed came my way. I went around the bushes and I saw two couples in their mid-30s, early 40s, smoking away. And what do? Of course, you educate them. "Excuse me, can you stop smoking on our premises? We're a family environment." They looked at me, eyed me up. Okay, so put it out. Good. So shit, hey, I've got this. Yeah, I was born for this. I've got this. So walking away, everything was fine. I had everything under control. The team was working. I had 4 lifeguards, the best of its kind. And here we go. I was in my plant room. "Gigi, we've got a little issue outside of the change room." "Hey, no worries. I've got this." So I walked out, and there was a couple, those which were previously there, in an argument. It was getting really loud. It was really getting into that fighting argument. "I got this. Boom." While I was walking, and I turned to the lady, boom, turned to me and aggressively attacked me, and I was going, "Phew, maybe I haven't got this." And then I tried to say, "Oh, please calm down." And the more I said, she used language I've never read. I didn't even know that existed, those language. There I was. Suddenly I realized, I don't have it. I haven't got it. So I went into the room in the office, found the police, and said what my issue is. And they said, is it bad? So I held the phone outside of the window. It says, the lady was about 20 yards away. I said, can you still hear it? It's bloody bad. I haven't got this. Come as quick as possible. And I did. Awesomely, within 5 minutes, and the issue was solved. But have you ever had a day like this in your life where you felt like you did all kinds of things which you were not meant to do? Sometimes you feel like a security guard or maybe a bouncer. Another day you maybe feel like, oh, I'm a babysitter for the future lifeguards which are going to come. Maybe on another day you feel like you're a paramedic. You're a first aider. Another day you maybe feel, I am the police. You've got to do what you've got to do. And other days, look at this. How many hats do you need to wear on a drop of a hat? You don't know. Everything changes in an instant. And you, as leaders, need to be ready for that moment. You can't control the environment often and the circumstance. I couldn't control that lady, even if I wanted to. But I can control my attitude. And what I realized on that day, when I was there in Fremantle and I was confronted, I wasn't ready. I needed to add a lot more tools into my toolbox that I can respond appropriately. I can always be in control of my attitude at any given time. And any good leader, whatever you are coming and you have, and how many hats you have, and you have got to change, you are never in control of the circumstance. Anything can happen right now. The alarm can go off, you've got a first aid, we heard all the different hats. But what you can control is your attitude. But that needs training. Well, you may say, well, I wasn't a born leader. Well, I do not believe that we can pop out of our mom's belly that we're going, tick, oh yeah, okay, leader, tick, that's a leader. No, it's not like that. We learn how to become a leader by educating us. Pioneers in UB. And I do want to say to LIWA, happy birthday. You are the pioneers. 50 years ago, you are just amazing. These people are the dinosaurs in the industry. Somebody had a vision. These people went together and they had a vision to create what you have here today. 50 years ago, it was just an idea. These are the leaders who went ahead. But what are we now doing? Are we in the same position? How and what are we going to perceive to make the future like? And that is what we're all about. We need to bridge those gaps. We need to learn from each other. And we need to learn from the newbies as well as from the pioneers, because we can all add to what we need. We have lots of hats. However, I believe the one major hat which we need to wear, okay, is the manager's hat. It probably looks like this. So you see my twin brother there? Okay, that's my twin brother. And he occasionally, we stay in touch. I was behind a photocopier. I was just doing some photocopying. While over the radio came a message. Code yellow, code yellow. My head said, damn, didn't they tell me we have a practice run? Did I miss something? What the hell? Split seconds, I realized, holy shit, this is real. Running, no, speedily walking, obviously. We're keeping, everything in control and to not getting hurt, just strategies have to stay in place and everything else. So speedily walking, running, quickly to the plant room, and I saw hell broke loose. Evacuation. Evacuation. We had a chlorine gas leak in one of the centers I worked. And you know what? That team was amazing. The team did an amazing job. We had the police not allowing anybody coming near for a radius of 5 kilometers. We had 3 ambulances. We had physio there. We had exam there. We had everybody there. We had Channel 7. We had Channel 9. We had Channel 10. All with the helicopters and with their cameras. It was an amazing day. It was fantastic. It was like in a movie. And I was waiting for this bloke to come along and said to me, come on, get into my chopper. Yeah, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. It was the real deal. The shit hit the fan. And you know how that is. Each one of you have gone through it in one or the other way. But if we weren't prepared and doing all the necessary training, education with the team, we wouldn't have done such a great job. The many hats I wore on that day, and obviously I did not wear this one, was due to the fact that we all helped and we all rose to become leaders. And you are here today to become a leader, a CAI leader. I give you some of my tips of what you can put in place to become a better leader. Now, I'm not talking about the CAI agent, which maybe some of you would like to be. You're not going to work for Donald Trump. Be assured, it's okay. So, CAI, we need to work towards future leadership. And we need to raise our goals, our aims, our vision to become leaders are great in communication. We need to get the skills of good leadership. And each one of you choose if you want to stay in the past or you're saying, I want to learn and I want to increase my leadership skills. Now you can come, for example, your boss maybe pays you 2 days per year to a leadership conference. You turn up, get some speakers up, get some skills. Well, you're going home and you're thinking, wow, I'm good. This is great. But how much is that for effort? If you go to the gym 2 days a year, are you going to have guns like, boom, look at that gun, boom, look at these guns, wow, after 2 days? Or what I'm talking is 20 minutes a day. Educate yourself. Watch educational movies or leaders. Read books. Hang out with good leaders in the industry. Some of you guys are the pioneers of this day and age where we have 50 years of experience. Tap into it. Learn from them. Hang out. Make contact. Read good books, leadership books. 20 minutes a day will make the difference and you will grow. After 3 or 4 months, you still stand in front of the mirror and you maybe don't see much, but after 4 or 5, 6 months, you suddenly see a change in your body when you exercise 20 minutes a day. And I promise you, you do that in your leadership skills, in your mindset, because it is all up here. Leaders are not born, leaders are created. And that is what it is all about. Inspirational leaders are consistently inspiring. Consistently. You can go to the dentist twice a year for a checkup. You'll be fine. I promise you, you'll be fine. You maybe have a few hours of a drill and so on. But it's consistently brushing your teeth every day for 2 minutes. Consistently asking your staff how they are. You go to them, you look them in the eye, and you mean what you say and say, hey, how are you? And you don't only do this once a week or once a month. You do that every time you see them. You are starting to take these little steps where they know that you consistently be who you are and you say you are. Adapting. Leaders are great in adapting. They're like a lizard. You know, when the lizards, the environment changes, they change. They adapt to the circumstance. Suddenly you can walk somewhere and you see, whoosh, there's a lizard. And then it goes somewhere else, it changes its color. They're great in adapting. And anybody and a great leader who can adapt to the circumstance, the quickest and the best, will always control the environment. Leaders, you need to learn how to adapt. Because when you do, you are therefore listening and inspiring and now adapting to that circumstance of the other people, of your team. So, the future CII leaders. You're not going to be a CII leader for Donald Trump, But in your own organization, wherever you are, wherever you go, you are the leaders of the future. So, you're going to be great in communicating. You're going to be great in inspiration and inspiring your team and in adopting. That is the future. You can't control the circumstance, but you can control your attitude and response. That's what it's all about. You're in charge of yourself. Now, on that Monday, John, my then boss of Fremantle Leisure Centre, has called me in. And he said, you had a bit of a tough time on the weekend, didn't you? Yeah, I said, I did. Yeah, and then he said, you handled that pretty good. I said, do you think so? No, all the team said, hey, you did handle that really good. And I was really, really happy. Opened the door, I closed the door, and I said, yes, I've got this! And you've got it. And I've got a special hat at my place, where I still work with an amazing, awesome team. And I'm known to be the coffee bitch. I've got the coffee bitch hat. Thanks, Anna. And that's my hat. But that's how I serve my team. They know. They expect it. If I don't do it, I'm in trouble. But you lead your team. You do everything for your team with your team because they're there for you and you are there for them. And sometimes we change leadership. And Anna is making the coffee for me. So here we are. And now you guys, you've got it. You can do it. You are the best CIA leaders for the future. Work on yourself. Thank you very much.